Hello everyone. In this video we are going to talk about tangents and the relationship of the tangent with the chord of a circle. Now, if you can see here, as the question says, this is taken as a question, but it is also a theorem which says that prove the tangents and the extremities of any chord. Means the two endpoints of or endpoints of the chord are the point of contact for the tangents. Means PA and PB, the two tangents are touching the circle at point A and B, and that A and B are the endpoints of the chord, means the extremities of the chord. So, the tangent at the extremities of any chord will make equal angle with the chord. That means here they are saying PA and PB are two tangents, and the angle that it makes with the chord is equal. That means we have to prove PAC is equals to PAC is equals to PBC. Yeah, PAC equals to PBC. That was a typing error. Okay. So now how should we go about it? So we'll say here in triangle PAC and PBC, which all parts are equal. So proof. In triangle PAC and PBC. First of all, the tangents from the external point, that is PA equals to PB. Next is PC is equals to PC. Why? Because it's a common. And can we say that the angle formed by the tangents, or the angle which is formed by the inclination of the tangent with the line segment that is joining the center of the circle? So that means here if we join OP, right? So the tangent is equally inclined. Both the tangents are equally inclined at this point. Means indirectly, we are saying that angle APC is equal to angle APB. We did this theorem number 3, which we are using here, right? So what is this? PA equals to PB from the same external point. PC equals to PC is common. That is this one. Okay, and these two sides are equal, and the angle, that is APC and BPC, are the two angles formed by the inclination of the tangent with the common line joining O and P, right? So by SAS congruency, can we say that triangle PAC is congruent to triangle PBC? So here, which are the corresponding parts of the triangle that I can say are equal? One I can say is PAC and PBC are equal, correct? So angle PAC is equal to angle PBC by CPCT. Again, what did we do? We took the two triangles PAC and PBC, wherein we are taking the first condition, PA equals to BP equal, because they are tangents from the same external point. PC is equals to PC because it's common, and APC equals to BPC because the tangents are equally inclined with the line segment of P. So by SAS congruency, we have proved this PAC triangle is congruent to PBC. Thus, the corresponding part of the triangles are also congruent. So we could say that PAC angle is equal to PBC. Thus, is the tangent at the extremities of the chord making equal angles with the chord? Yes. Same logic we are using to prove that AB is being bisected by line OP and it is perpendicular. So as you can see here, OP is perpendicular to AB, we have to prove, and AC equals to BC. We've already done the theorem in 9th standard, but we are not going to use that. We have to use the tangent concept. So let's start with the proof. Again, we are going to say in triangle PAC and triangle PBC. Same, PA equals to PB, PC equals to PC, and angle BC equal to angle BPC. Let's list out the reasons. Okay. This is tangent from the same common point. This is the common arc or common side, and this is same angle formed by equal angle formed by the tangent with equal angle inclined. Right? Now, so we got this side is equals to this. This is common, and this angle equals to this. So again by SAS, you can see we are going with the same proof. We are saying triangle PAC is congruent to triangle PBC. But this time the two congruent parts that we are going to talk about is AC and BC. Similarly, this angle and this angle, right? Sorry, no, this angle, and that is already equal, which we already proved. So this angle, let's see, this and this are equal. Okay, so we'll say AC is equals to BC, which is the second part of the proof, and then we are getting PCA equals to angle PCB. Now, how to prove it is a perpendicular? If I can show that these two angles are 90, then it is a perpendicular. So what we'll say here, we'll say AB is a chord, right? That means it's a straight line segment. That means angle PCA plus angle PCB should be equals to 180. Both are equal, so let me write it as PCA plus angle PCA is equal to 180. So that will give me what? Yes, 2 times of PCA. So angle PCA can be proved as 90. If one is 90, the other is also 90, and that means OP is perpendicular to, yes, A. Clear? The previous theorem, the previous question and this question, we are following the same rule of proving the congruency by SAS, and then we are going with the CPCT. Okay, and thus we are proving that the chord is perpendicular to the line segment joining the center on the tangent exterior point, and the angles are also it's a perpendicular bisector. So the angles are 90 and these sides are equal in measure. Let's go for the next question. Here they are saying that there are two tangents TP and TQ drawn to the circle with center R. What we have to show here is PTQ means this if I take it as X. Okay. Then I have to show that I have taken OPQ as X, then I have to show that PTQ is a 2X. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to take the rule of radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So radius means here it is OP is perpendicular to tangent, that we can say, or we can directly say that, yeah, angle OPT is equals to 90. Why? Because OP is a radius. Now can we break up OPT as two angles here? One is OPQ and the other is QPT, right? Or TPQ. So let's write it that OPQ plus angle TPQ is equals to 90 degree, right? So let me say TPQ is equal to 90 minus angle OPQ, which I am taking to be as X, which I have already mentioned it as X. So let's say TPQ is 90 minus X. That is my first part. So what did I do? I've taken the rule of the radius being perpendicular to the tangent, or the angle between the radius and the tangent is 90. Now I'm going to talk about a little bit different approach where I'm taking this triangle. Which triangle? TPQ triangle. Okay. Now what do we know about the TPQ triangle? Yes, TP is equal to TQ because tangents from the exterior point are equal. So we'll say in triangle TPQ, what we can say, TP is equals to TQ, right? Tangents from exterior points, okay, from P. So therefore, triangle TPQ is an isosceles triangle, right? Therefore, can we say the angles opposite to these two sides are equal? Because in an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. Therefore, we can say here that TPQ is equal to TQP. Okay, and we already got TPQ as 90 minus x. So we can say 90 minus x is equals to TQP. This is the second part. Now we are going to do the angle sum property of this triangle. Okay, let me write it on the right side. So we'll say angle sum property. So angle PTQ plus angle TPQ plus angle TQP is equals to 180. This is also 90 minus x and this is also 90 minus x. So we'll say PTQ plus 90 minus x plus 90 minus x is equals to 180. Okay, so that will be PTQ plus 180 minus 2x is equals to 180. The 180 and the 180 gets cancelled off. Shift the 2x onto the other side. So PTQ is equals to 2x. And what was our x? Yes, OPQ. So PTQ is equals to T times of OPQ. Thus its root. Again, which is the rule I am following? First, I have took the radius being perpendicular and I took the relationship between OPQ and TPQ, right? Then I took the relation, this was a little bit a different approach where I said TPQ is an isosceles triangle, TP is equals to TQ, so the opposite angles are equal, and thus I have proved that TQP is 90 minus x, and then the angle sum property. Hope this is clear.